I would argue African life worldwide. Africans in Africa are not immune to this. In some sense, I would make the position that Africans in America are probably the key to the salvation of Africans worldwide. And that, but we get confused thinking that we are not in Africa, and therefore we somehow less African. Yeah, I mean that's the mental confusion that comes about in not understanding our position in the world. But Karenga points out that the key crisis and challenge of African life is one of culture. The key challenge and crisis of life is one of culture. The challenge to rescue and reconstruct the best of ancient African culture and to use it as a scientific paradigm for the renewed modern African culture and community. Only in this way can we speak our own special truth. That terminology, even though Karenga likes to be poetic, I don't know if he likes it, he just is. That language is important, to speak our own special truth to the world. See, too often, I tell my students, too often we take pride in being the echo and not the authentic voice of our ancestors. Too often we take pride in being the echo so we can talk and relate all the dead philosophers of the world. And we just echo. We keep them alive, even though they're dead. We keep them alive because we echo them. We have to realize that it is that authenticity that becomes important. An authentic sense of personhood. What does that mean for African people in captivity? An affirmed sense of purpose. What does that mean for African people in captivity? Think about it, an affirmed sense of purpose. We struggle all the time. I do this as a living. And so I'm always coming in some convention with black folk all across this country. And we say the same stuff. How do we capture our money? How do we raise our children? I mean, the same problems have to do with we haven't addressed openly and directly the question of purpose. What is our affirmed sense of purpose? And then the third one is an assured sense of power. That power question becomes important. I like to look at these things like AP, AP, AP. Authentic personhood, AP. Affirmed purpose, AP. An assured